Imagine that moment of the night when the body is asleep, but the soul is awake, when there is a knock at the threshold of the mind, an image emerges. Because dreams are not merely images, they are spiritual doorways through which light can enter, and darkness as well. And today we are descending into that deep truth where it becomes very important to understand whether a dream came from God or from Satan, and how evil spiritual forces or satanic influences enter a person's life through dreams to distract, confuse, and mislead them. When a person sleeps, their protective walls are weakened. Their awareness and logic are in a state of rest, but the soul still feels. That is why dreams speak to the soul, and the spiritual world is closer at this time. In the light of the Bible, it is clear that the spiritual world is real. Not only good forces, but evil forces also exist, which seek to influence a person's thoughts, emotions, and decisions. Satan's method is never always direct. He often works through fear, pleasure, lies, and half-truths, and dreams can become one of his important tools. Satanic dreams often create whispers within a person, making sin appear beautiful, increasing hatred, lust, pride, or despair. After seeing such dreams, a person wakes up restless. The soul feels heavy. Fear or filthy desires linger in the heart, and the mind keeps replaying those scenes again and again, because darkness always tries to pull a person toward itself and capture their attention. According to the Bible, Satan can even appear as an angel of light. Therefore, not every light is truly light, and not every sense of peace is real peace. Satanic dreams can sometimes be very attractive and sweet, but their end result is always spiritual harm. They push a person away from God, make them negligent of themselves, and force them to compromise with sin. In contrast, dreams that come from God always lead a person toward the light. Even if the dream is hard, filled with warning, or deeply unsettling, its effect is pure. After such a dream, a desire for repentance arises in the heart. The heart becomes soft, the soul finds peace, and a longing to correct one's life is born. God's dreams never provoke sin, nor do they inflate a person with pride. Rather, they always call toward truth, humility, love, and obedience. Another important aspect is that God's dreams are clear, or they become clear over time, whereas satanic dreams mostly create confusion, entangle the mind, and push a person toward haste or onto a wrong path. Satan is always in a hurry, because he knows that if a person practices patience and prayer, his trap can be broken. In the light of the Bible, another way of discernment is to examine the fruit of every spiritual message. If the fruit of a dream produces love, peace, patience, purity, and a desire to draw closer to God, then it is a sign of light. But if the fruit is restlessness, fear, lust, anger, hatred, or despair, then one should understand that it has come from darkness. Evil spiritual influences often enter through old wounds, suppressed fears, and the doors of sin. That is why when a person knowingly gives space to wrong things in their life, they weaken their spiritual protection. Then dreams do not remain just dreams. They become spiritual attacks. But the good news is that, according to the Bible, light overcomes darkness, and the one who trusts in God, remains in prayer, and keeps their thoughts pure, cannot be permanently controlled by any satanic power. Prayer is extremely important for discerning dreams. Entrusting your soul to God before sleeping, taking His name on your lips and in your thoughts, and saying that my sleep and my dreams are under your protection. This raises a spiritual wall. And if, even then, a troubling dream occurs, do not silently believe it. Instead, bring it into the light, test it, and confront it with truth, prayer, and spiritual understanding. Remember, Satan mostly lies through dreams, but God never lies. God's message sets a person free, whereas Satan's message imprisons them. Understanding this difference is a great secret of spiritual life. When a person understands this secret, dreams no longer remain their weakness, but become a means of spiritual understanding, and they no longer fear the darkness of the night because they know that the light is with them. Now let us take this conversation deeper, because when a person understands that dreams are not merely mental images but spiritual signals, responsibility also increases. In the light of the Bible, the very first thing to understand is that not every dream is necessarily spiritual. Some dreams are the result of mental fatigue, daily thoughts, and physical influences. But the dreams that come repeatedly, that leave a deep impact on the heart, that do not leave a person even after waking, those are in fact the real tests, because Satan is a master of repetition. He brings the same image, the same thought, the same fear again and again, and plants it in a person's mind so that the person begins to accept it as their own thinking, whereas God's way is that He speaks according to need, neither less nor more, and His message settles in the heart without force. Evil spiritual influences often show a person in dreams either as prey or as a predator. Either you feel helpless, powerless, trapped, and ashamed, or you are given a sense of power, dominance, and wrongful authority. Both states are dangerous because both give rise to ego and independence from God. In the light of the Bible, Satan's goal is always the same: to distort a person's identity, to make them forget whose they are and why they were created. When after a dream your prayer becomes weak, your heart starts fleeing from worship, you dislike hearing the truth, and you begin to find excuses for your mistakes, understand that it was a spiritual attack, because light makes a person responsible, while darkness always runs from responsibility. God's dreams often lead a person into silence. You do not want to speak much, you want to listen more. You begin to examine your life. You start seeing your mistakes, but not with hatred, rather with hope. Because whenever God reveals something, He also shows the path of correction along with it, whereas Satan only shows the wound and sprinkles salt on it before leaving. Another deep secret is that satanic dreams are often strongest in isolation, when a person is alone in their spiritual life, when they do not talk to anyone, when they hide their fears, because darkness grows quietly, but light increases by being revealed. That is why, in the light of the Bible, counsel, spiritual guidance, and speaking the truth are very important. Dreams that are of the light do not become weaker by being shared. Rather, they become clearer, while satanic dreams lose their power when shared because lies cannot tolerate light for long. Remember also that Satan often comes with half-truths. In dreams, some things are completely right, but their outcome is wrong. He shows you your strength, but makes you forget to trust in God. He shows you your future, but forces you to abandon the path of obedience and patience. That is why every dream must be tested, not blindly believed. When a person is spiritually strong, dreams cannot rule over them. They keep dreams within the limits of dreams and do not allow them to become the master of their decisions. In the light of the Bible, decisions are always made in waking life with truth, love, and wisdom, not solely on the basis of dreams. Evil spiritual forces sometimes take terrifying forms in dreams and sometimes come in very close and beloved forms because their goal is not to frighten, but to gain control. But when a person strengthens their soul in the light, they are able to recognize darkness even in dreams. They know that anything that leads away from love, truth, and peace, no matter how beautiful it appears, cannot be accepted. The final and most powerful aspect of this journey is that dreams are not your destiny. They are only signs. Destiny is always formed by your waking decisions. And when a person understands this, one of Satan's greatest weapons breaks, because he wants to make you feel helpless through dreams, whereas God always gives you choice. Choose the light. Choose the truth. Choose life. And when you make this choice, then no matter how deep the night is, no matter how intense the dreams are, your soul remains in peace, because you know that you are not a guest of darkness, but an heir of the light. Now that this foundation has been established, it is necessary to take this journey to a deeper level, because the real battle is not between dreams and sleep, but between faith and fear. According to the spiritual understanding of the Bible, the human mind is like a field where seeds are sown. The seeds that are sown in waking life often take the form of dreams. That is why Satan attacks in the light of day first, and then tries to confirm it in the darkness of night. If during the day a person does not protect their thoughts, eyes, and heart, then at night dreams present the same weakness in an amplified form. But if a person walks in the light during the day, then the light remains with them even at night. Evil spiritual influences often bring old memories alive in dreams. The sins you have left, the mistakes you have forgiven yourself for, the wounds that have healed. Satan shows them again to make you feel that you can never change. This is his oldest and deepest lie. The message of light is always that what has passed is over, and what is to come can be new. Understanding this difference is the key to spiritual freedom. When after a dream you feel guilty without any path for correction, know that this is darkness. But when after a dream you feel the courage to improve yourself, that is the effect of light, because God's warning comes with healing, while Satan's accusation remains only a burden. Another deep point is that satanic dreams often make a person the center. Either you feel overly important or completely worthless. Both states are dangerous because in both, God is removed from the center. Whereas in God's dreams, the center is always truth, not you, but the purpose. Not your desire, but responsibility. Not your strength, but obedience. Also remember that not every terrifying dream is satanic, and not every peaceful dream is from God. The true scale of discernment is effect. Whatever pushes you toward the light, even if it causes discomfort, can be from God. Whatever shows an easy path and takes you away from truth is from darkness, because Satan always shows shortcuts, whereas God works through process. When a person repeatedly sees the same type of dream, it does not necessarily mean an external attack. Sometimes it is an inner voice seeking attention. But even here, the difference is clear. The inner voice of light compels you to take responsibility, whereas the inner noise of darkness forces you to flee. That is why after a dream, observe your behavior. If you are facing truth, you are in the light. If you are escaping, you need to be cautious. Evil spiritual influences often create a sense of time pressure in dreams. You feel that if you do not decide now, everything will be lost, whereas the message of light always comes with patience and faith. It does not chase you, but teaches you to walk. This too is a very deep sign. Now comes the matter of protection. In the light of the Bible, protection is not merely about avoiding fear, but about remaining in the light. When a person keeps their tongue, thoughts, and actions pure, they establish a protective atmosphere around their soul where darkness cannot remain long. Then, whether dreams are harsh or strange, they do not rule over the person. If a dream ever disturbs you so much that you spend the whole day under its influence, do not let it define you. Place it before truth, bring it into prayer, and ask the light what its true meaning is, because whatever fears the light belongs to darkness. The most beautiful aspect of this journey is that when a person learns to see dreams with understanding instead of fear, they no longer remain their slave, but their guardian. They know whose trust their soul carries and to whom it belongs. When this certainty becomes strong, then no matter how hard Satan tries, he can only knock on the door. He can enter only if permission is given. A person walking in the light never learns to give that permission. That is why, ultimately, it is very important to remember that dreams are not a battlefield, but a mirror of testing. They show you your weaknesses as well as your strengths. And the person who continues to choose the light gradually becomes capable of turning even the night into a place of peace rather than fear, because their faith rests not on dreams, but on truth. And truth always sets free. Now let us come to the center where the answer to everything is found. Because when the question is, who can deliver us from this spiritual confusion? Who can free us from the deception of dreams, fear, and satanic whispers? The answer is only one: Jesus. Because Jesus does not merely show the way, He Himself becomes the way. He does not only speak about the light, He is the light. And when the light comes, darkness automatically retreats. Jesus' way is never forceful. He speaks to the human heart both through dreams and through waking life. But His mark is always the same. He lightens the burden of the heart. He gives peace to the soul. He reminds a person of their true identity. Satan, on the other hand, keeps a person either imprisoned in their past or trapped in fear of the future. But Jesus always brings a person into the present. That is why when a dream comes from Jesus, it gives you the power to change in the present moment, not just imaginary comfort about the future. Jesus first opens the eyes of the heart, because true blindness is not of the eyes, but of the heart. When the heart becomes blind, even light begins to look like darkness. And when the heart becomes illuminated, even darkness reveals its true nature. Through His presence, Jesus brings healing to the heart. And when the heart is healed, dreams also return to their proper limits. They no longer command, but become signs. Jesus' work is not to instantly rescue you from every disturbing dream, but to make you so strong that no dream can steal your identity, faith, or direction. He teaches you how to find peace in the middle of fear. And this peace does not come from external circumstances, but from inner certainty. When you trust in Jesus, He enters every part of your life, not only your moments of worship, but even your moments of sleep. And when Jesus is present in someone's sleep, Satan can only make noise. He cannot gain real control, because where the name of Jesus is, authority is also present. Jesus reveals your true dream because He wants to lead you to your true purpose. And a true dream is always free from selfishness. It is not only a dream of your success, but a dream of your transformation. When Jesus gives a dream, He does not only show the destination, He also teaches the path. And that path often passes through patience, humility, and obedience. Satanic dreams make you feel that you want everything immediately, whereas the dreams of Jesus teach you to trust in timing. He says, wait, learn, change, then move forward. That is why the dreams of Jesus often break the heart first, and then remake it, while the dreams of Satan taste sweet at first, and then leave you empty inside. Jesus does not frighten you through dreams. He awakens you. He reminds you of your responsibility. He makes you feel that you are not alone, that your pain has been seen, your sleep has been heard, and your soul is protected. This awareness itself becomes a wall from which darkness retreats. When you begin to walk with Jesus, your mind slowly changes. The images that once produced fear lose their power. The voices that once pulled you downward begin to be recognized, and the dreams that once misled you start to feel like tests. This is because Jesus gives you discernment, and the one who has discernment is difficult to deceive. The path of Jesus is straight because it is based on truth. But this straightness is not always easy. Sometimes this path separates you from your false dreams, the dreams you yourself have constructed. Jesus reveals the true dream only when you are ready to let go of the false ones, because two centers cannot remain in one heart. When Jesus reveals his dream for you, he does so gradually because he does not crush you. He does not place a burden greater than your capacity, nor does he give you responsibility beyond your measure. That is why his dream does not exhaust you, but gives you life. Even if the journey is long, the heart grows stronger from within. In the end, this truth is very deep. Jesus does not give dreams only at night. He turns your entire life into a dream that must be lived while awake, where each day is a choice of light, where each night passes in peace, and where a person knows that whether dreams come or not, their path is secure, because that path is Jesus himself, and the one who walks on that path does not fear the darkness, because they know that one leading them never takes them to the wrong place.